Hey everybody.
Hey y'all.
Today I have been mocking up all kinds of parts on the 67 Mustang. And to catch everybody up, it is a 67 and no, not a fastback. Sitting on a Roadster Shop chassis with
Dun, 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 dun.
with our Coyote mocked in place. And no, it's not assembled, but it's just making sure everything fits. And speaking of everything fits, let me grab the alternator and make sure not to drop it. Anybody that's ever bought an F-150 or a Mustang alternator, I guess I've been buying AC Delco products long enough. This was $400.
Yeah.
Blew my
Let that
beep,
sink.
beep, beep, beep mind that an alternator was $400.
Yeah, let
My
that
mind's just,
let that sink in for a second. We're still having a moment over it.
yeah, I like don't want to drop it, afraid it's filled with gold or something. But anyway, onward.
We've moved past it.
Yeah, well,
Well, sort
partially.
of. Sort of.
Since we're on a Roadster Shop chassis, the alternator has to go right there. And if you see those little tabs right there, I think they're going to have to be removed to get the alternator in to fit.
To fit right.
Yeah, to fit in the factory location. Now that's, the first bolt's back here. There's no structure to speak of as long as we come back in and fill that gap back up. But yeah, factory alternator going back in, and hopefully what that will keep us from doing is, if you look at a lot of these Coyote conversions, they take this alternator and they mount it backwards, just like this, because it doesn't fit over here.
I missed that. Show that again, just like what?
They mount it backwards.
Oh yes, we did see one at a show recently.
Yeah, sitting over here backwards. And I'm like,
We're not feeling it.
yeah, I'm like, why? Why is it backwards? So, yeah. Hopefully, this little bit of frame trimming, that's why we're mocking everything up. And this gold right here.
We'll keep that from happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I thought David was gonna need CPR at the parts counter.
When I pressed order, I almost thought I'd done a multiple quantity and pressed, like bought 6 of them or something. But no.
He double checked when he picked it up at the.
I did. It was bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, you can see we have our hydraulic throwout bearing, our little slave cylinder, or master cylinder, sorry.
Yes.
And it's actually mounted. It came from Silver Sport, which we have the pedal inside.
It's already in there?
Oh, the pedal's already in. And they come with this nice little manual. Look at this.
Oh.
You get a 19-page manual for a TKX 5-speed installation Mustang, 64 to 70.
Wait, 64 and a half.
Yeah, 64 and a half. We know someone that has a half.
We do. We actually do.
So what we're going to mount on the passenger side, instead of the alternator backwards, which I really don't like how that looks, we're going to mount the AC compressor with a bracket from Power by the Hour. And they evidently supply all kinds of Coyote parts. Their website is just filled with stuff. But all I needed was the AC bracket right now. So Thankfully, that was the only thing we've needed so far. But I kept the website.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's raise it up and we'll show you the steering and the bell housing and the transmission installed. Y'all hang on. Okay. See, we're doing all the mock-up. Nothing in here is tight. And the transmission mount that was sent by Silver Sport Transmission, it was not their fault that they got the wrong one. They sent me a mount that would have went in a factory Ford crossmember. We have a crossmember from Roadster Shop, which oddly enough uses a Turbo 400 Chevrolet mounting pattern, which is kind of comical to me. But anyway, they put Chevrolet parts in the Ford car. But anyway, so tomorrow I have a Turbo 400 mount coming that will match these parts. And I just have the Ford mount setting in here right now so I can get a height measurement. But we have our neutral safety switch. We have labeled. We have our vehicle speed sensor. And then we have the reverse lights. I'm making sure to label stuff so that when I go to wire all this, I'll at least get it right. And then we have our blow-proof bell housing, which I hope that the header's clear. This bell housing is huge, but it is the standard Ford size, so we're going to hope that the headers from Ultimate fit.
Yes.
We're all going to find out together.
We'll all cross our fingers together.
Now, the steering, I actually had one of the Borgeson little joints. I'll show you the part number in a minute. I had one of them, and I tried it on here. And see the little jam nut? This is the safety that keeps this on. I don't know if a lot of people know these. But this is what basically keeps your U-joints from falling, your steering joints from falling out going down the road. And this one actually hits the motor mount. It is close enough that when the jam nut spins around, so we are going to have to mark this and clearance it because we have to leave the safety nut. Can't take the safety nut off. So we're going to clearance that before we paint it because the motor mounts here still have to be painted. And speaking of Chevrolet, if you look right here, the Roadster Shop chassis uses Chevrolet motor mounts to put a Coyote in a Ford. So I thought that was my little that's my little bit of humor is it's got a Chevrolet motor mount holding a Ford in a Ford. That's just, to me, that's just funny. But anyway, the oil pan that we have to order is a Canton Products oil pan. Haven't gotten it yet. And hopefully it is going to clear the steering rack and fit in here as a rear sump, where the other ones were front sumps. We don't have the room. We can't have it as a front sump motor. So, yeah, everybody's crossing their fingers on that one.
Uh-huh.
And you can also see this is where the alternator is going to live, where we were talking about it before.
Yeah.
The alternator is going to be here. But this is the oil filter location. So we're going to have an oil filter relocation kit that fits behind the alternator and then relocates the oil filter to somewhere else more usable.
Right. So you can change the oil.
So you can actually have an oil filter and change the oil. So.
Because this customer is planning to drive the wheels off of this car.
Yeah, there will be burnouts involved.
There will be.
There will be many, many burnouts involved. So we already have our brake lines run. They're run on the chassis. And they have to go up to the master cylinder. which our master cylinder is coming from ABS. Let's look over here on our, this is our little to-do list. We have the Canton oil pan, ABS master cylinder, ultimate headers, vintage air, got radiator and fans, and then the S40 power steering. We're actually putting electric power steering on here because Coyotes didn't have power steering. Because anything that a Coyote came in, it had power assist. So we're going to take a Volvo S40 power steering pump and put on here because we actually have, if you look, our little Roadster Shop has a power steering rack. We could have ordered it manual, but that's not where we wanted to be. So, all right, well, let's lower it back down and we'll show you some progress we made on the back. Y'all hang on. Okay, so the car actually has quarter panels and a tail pan and a trunk since you saw it last. Want to give a big shout out to Zach, our buddy at Loves Customs. He helped us with a huge favor, came and spent the day with us. We got all of these in, and I got to harass him a little bit. This is a shiny spot because he made a dent. We pushed so hard on the quarter trying to get it lined up to get it in place to weld it. We actually dented it, but he did an excellent job of knocking the dent back out. So I can't harass him too much.
He did.
But I really do appreciate him coming spending the whole day. He had to come to Roanoke, but we kind of detoured him for quite a few hours before he made it to Roanoke.
Yes.
So we're going to do now a time lapse of us putting these on. So y'all hang on to watch that. Okay. So hopefully y'all got some good laughs out of that.
We had fun. We had fun filming that day.
And we really do. We appreciate Zach coming, hanging out with us for several hours.
Yeah, he really helped a lot.
Yeah. So y'all stay tuned for the Mustang project. As more parts come in, we are going to do a better job of filming. Like I say, there's a lot of parts on order. Whenever they come in, we're going to be putting them on. We're going to try to build the whole car as a mock-up before we paint it, because as y'all can tell, it's already gotten cold here in Virginia, so I'm not even going to attempt to paint it right now. Weather beat me.
Yeah, the weather got us.
But we're going to mock the whole car together, make sure everything's how we like it, and then blow it back apart and paint it. Yeah. So
stay tuned for. Hey, wait a minute! Stay tuned for the color choice by the customer. We're excited.
Yeah, yeah. Some of us are excited. But it seems we're surrounded by Fords.
Yes. I don't know
we haven't filmed this one much, but this is an F450 Super Duty conversion on a big body Bronco.
Yeah, that was a lot to say, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, and surprisingly, the kit was bolt on.
Yeah.
And this is stock height. This is not a lift on it. And these are only 32-inch tires. So an F450 on a Bronco. Yeah. Mm. Okay. So we'll probably get to some episodes of that.
Yeah.
Probably. Maybe. Not sure.
Yeah, not sure.
Not sure. But there will be many more episodes on this one.
Yes. So follow along.
Yeah, follow along. Subscribe. Give us a like. Make sure you write a comment.
Yeah, we love all the comments. Let us know what you think about this project.
And as Cam says, tell your friends, even the ones you don't like.
That's right. We love Cam.
So, how we end every one of our videos. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you for today.